Good morning, students. As in the last PDF, we have learnt about three states of matter according to kinetic theory of gases. Now, our next topic is, can matter change its state? Yes, you all know that matter can change its state, as you learned in earlier classes that ice can be converted into water and water can be converted into vapor by the application of heat. So, here is an activity, or we can say there are two factors by which we can change the states of matter. First one is temperature and second one is pressure. First is effect of change on temperature. Effect of change of temperature, sorry. Here is an activity. In this we take a beaker, a burner, a thermometer, and we put some ice in the beaker and start burning. After some time we see that the ice starts melting and it will convert into water, and when we continuously heating, the liquid, that is water, is converted into gaseous state. So in this activity we observe that in temperature does not change after the melting reached, means we are continuously heating and the ice is converted into liquid, but when we observe the thermometer, at that time the temperature does not change so much, even we continuously supplying the heat. So many question arises that what happened inside the matter, what happened to the particles of matter during the change of states, and how does this changes of states take place, where the heat is going as the temperature does not changing. So when we supply heat, on increasing the temperature, the solid of the kinetic energy of the particles increases continuously. Due to increase in the kinetic energy, the particle starts vibratingly with very high speed. The energy supplied by heat overcomes the force of attraction between the particles. So their force of attraction reduces. When we heat up, their kinetic energy increases. Kinetic energy means movement, motion increases. Due to high motion, their force of attraction decreases, means particles are not tightly bound at that time. The particle leave their fixed position and start moving more freely. And at that stage, a stage is reached when solid particles which are tightly packed will convert it into liquid particles. As you know the properties of particles, they are loosely bonded as compared to the solid. So because of high kinetic energy, their force of attraction decreases and particles are loosely bonded and will convert into liquid. And when we further start heating, after some time what happens, the kinetic energy goes on increasing of the liquid particles and a stage is reached when the particles move away freely without any force of attraction, that is the gaseous state will come. So the minimum temperature at which a solid melts to become a liquid at the atmospheric pressure is called its melting point. Yes. And what is the freezing point of ice? Water, that is 0 degree centigrade and 273 Kelvin. And when we supply heat energy to water, particles start moving even faster. So the temperature at which a liquid starts boiling at the atmospheric pressure is known as boiling point. Okay. Particle from the bulk of the liquid gain enough energy to change into the vapor state. Boiling point of water, you all know it's 100 degrees Celsius, and when we want to convert in Kelvin, we have to add 273, then it will be 373 Kelvin. So this is how solid on heating convert into liquid, liquid on heating convert into gaseous state, gaseous state on cooling convert into liquid, and liquid on cooling convert into solids. Now there are some substances which can directly converted from solid to gaseous state. For example, camphor, ammonium chloride. Here is an activity in which we take some camphor in a china dish and we start heating and inverted a funnel on it, which is, and we put some cotton at the stem of the funnel so that the vapors does not escape easily. When we start heating, the camphor vapors start coming and the vapors are come in contact with the funnel will condense, cool down. When the vapors cool down, it will again convert it into camphor. So when we invert the funnel and look at the surrounding of the funnel, we see that the all white powdery substance covered all over the funnel. This white powdery substance is camphor. So this activity shows that some substance can directly changes from solid to gaseous state. Now second one, the main second one factor, that is effect of change of pressure. When we increase pressure on gaseous particles from a piston, when we pressurize it, when we put pressure, the particle come closer and their force of attraction also increases. They will convert into liquid states. And when we further pressurize, put pressure, then the particles come more closer to each other and they will be have very high force of attraction, tightly bond, and there is no movement, then they will convert into solid. So this is the effect of pressure. This is how we saw the interconversion of three states of matter. When solid is heated up, it will convert into liquid, and the name of the process is fusion. When liquid is converted into gaseous, it is known as vaporization. When gaseous is converted into solid, it is called deposition or sublimation also. Look at the arrow. When gaseous is converted into liquid, it is called condensation. When liquid is converted into solid, it is called solidification. And when solid is converted into gas, as we see in the activity, it is known as sublimation. So these interconversion process are very important in this chapter. Keep in mind. And now there are some questions which you have to do in your fair notebook. First try to do yourself, then look at the answers which I have sent you. Thank you and have a nice day.